Welcome back, guys. This channel is not dead. It's still alive and kicking. I did take a break for a few months. I think the last video I took was probably 2 months ago in January. I was just settling into my new position at work, but also setting up this new office space that you see behind me. I think the setup is a little bit nicer than the one I previously had. If anything, the acoustics are a little bit better. I might show you guys a room tour. But for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I made this. I would use music, but I don't want to get copyright striked. So today we're going to be building a Pokemon picture frame. This is just a few clips of how it's going to look on your wall. Enjoy, and let's get to building. So this Pokemon picture frame is not hard to make. It's relatively inexpensive, and the reactions I get from people coming over is magnificent. And having Pokemon cards on your wall that you've handpicked with the Pokemon that you like and the artwork that speaks to you can give you a sense of inspiration every single time you look at it. So this is going to cost you about $40 to $50, which actually isn't that much considering picture frames of this size is usually $40 or $50 to begin with. But where are we going to get this picture frame? Well, I hopped in my car, took a long drive on the highway, and made my way to my local IKEA. I think they have a lot of great products. There's a lot of different selections for different picture frames. Obviously, something to consider with IKEA is some of their products are good, some of them aren't. The picture frames they have are relatively inexpensive. They're good quality. It's not a glass panel. I think it's more of acrylic or kind of plastic panel that they use, which again helps with reducing the cost of the picture frames. But they have a large amount of selections, different styles that's going to fit your home. The one that I ended up choosing was the Lomvikin. I ended up picking this out because it's nice and sleek. It has a little bit of a more modern look to it, and it just doesn't stick out too much on the wall, which I like. So the size that I ended up getting was the largest picture frame that I could get. The largest one that they have is 24 1/4 inch by 35 3/4 inch. So that's the largest one that I have, and that's the one that I picked. It has a white backing to it, or a mount. So obviously it reduces the size of the picture frame. With that reduction in size, the allowable picture that I can use is 19 3/4 and 27 1/2 inch. So let's calculate that with our Pokemon cards. So with your Pokemon cards, the average dimension is 2.5 inch by 3.5 inches. So the dimensions, or the number of cards that I ended up choosing, was 8 cards by 9 cards, which brings our total to 20 inches by 31.5 inches. So now comes the fun part, and that's picking out the Pokemon for your picture frame. Whether it's the first, second, or third generation, pick out the Pokemon that speaks to you the most. That's going to bring you inspiration every single time you look at this picture frame, or has a cool story behind it. So this is how my Pokemon picture frame is going to look. I pretty much chose the Pokemon from the 151. I do have to change some of these Pokemon cards around so that some of the colors are more separated or spread out throughout the picture frame. I included the celebrations legendaries as well. I got to spread that out, but this is how it's pretty much going to look. So to begin, you're going to need a ruler. The ruler is just to make sure that you're able to line up the Pokemon cards correctly. To use it properly though, just get some painter's tape. Put tape on both sides of the ruler just so that it can hold it in place. And from there, you're going to get some Pokemon cards. So I've already put my Pokemon cards together. These are just samples, just so you can see how I'm putting it together. So we're just going to use our original Charmanders from the first generation. Just line it up, put it together, and put some tape on the top and put it on the bottom. So I suggest using just Scotch tape. I've tried using painter's tape, but the thing is it's just not strong enough, and eventually it will fall apart. So also make sure that you're not using Pokemon cards, obviously, that are of value. Use Pokemon cards that you have extra of. So here I'm just demonstrating how I do it. If you want, you can use painter's tape just to line up the card before making it permanent with the Scotch tape. So put one at the top, put one at the bottom, and you have a card that's perfectly lined up. So then you just continue this process, keep adding your cards until we have our 8 cards for the bottom row. And then from there, Once you have multiples of these, you're just going to line it all up together and tape it all up. Like I said, there's 8 at the bottom, and there's going to be 9 at the top. So all of these have been used with painter's tape, and then I use Scotch tape just to finish it up, as you can see right here. Because when I put this together initially and used painter's tape, everything just started to peel off, so I had to take it down and just finish it off with Scotch tape. But it looks pretty good. Again, even at the top, I only held the top part with Scotch tape. The left, right side, and the bottom side have no tape to them. And this is just to make sure that the cards are able to move and breathe, obviously because of the changing weather in Canada. So once you have everything lined up and taped up, again, remember, Scotch tape is permanent. Use painter's tape first. Make sure that the cards line up. Just lift up your painting and just make sure everything is supposed to be where it is. There's nothing worse than putting this together using Scotch tape and then you notice that the cards are kind of crooked. Make sure you keep the backing for the IKEA picture frame. This is just so that the background, because there are holes between the cards that you put together, it's just to make sure that the background is white. As you can see over here, when you put the cards together, there are going to be these tiny holes over here, right in the center of the cards. We want the background to be white. It just looks aesthetically better. Otherwise, if you just put the backing of this, it's just going to be brown. Which I guess if you like that look, keep that look. Otherwise, we're going to use that white paper. Now, once we're satisfied with that, it's all about just putting everything together. We're going to hook everything up here. And let's speed this process up a little bit. And here is our finished product. It takes minimal effort. It's a lot of fun to make. And let's put this stuff up. Now, when it comes to the hook that you're using, IKEA does have their own, but it's rated for 4 pounds. It's not bad. It works the way it's supposed to work, but there is a better alternative. You can spend a little bit more money and get these 3M command hooks. It's just a little bit stronger, and it's rated for 15 pounds. Now we're putting up our finished product. And it's a pretty decent sized frame. It's a big frame to cover up a majority of the wall. My plan is to put more picture frames around that to make some kind of like picture frame collage, maybe with some of the artwork that I drew. Just making sure everything's straight and clean. And our hero pose. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. This is how I made my Pokemon picture frame. It's relatively inexpensive, it's fun to make, and it makes a great display for your wall. Now, to finish off this video, I haven't opened up Pokemon cards in a while, so we're going to be opening up 2 temporal forces. And I actually ended up getting something I normally don't collect, but I thought it was cool. I saw some of the artwork on TikTok, on Instagram. I thought the artwork for the cards were pretty cool. So I ended up getting 2 packs of One Piece cards, Wings of the Captain. So we're going to open this up and finish this video. All right. So we're going to be opening up our first Pokemon card from Scarlet and Violet, Temporal Forces. So I don't even know which cards are good on this, but let's just open it up. I haven't opened these in a while, and you know, when you haven't opened up Pokemon cards in a while, you just get this kind of itch. I can open this up. Let's just get to the good stuff. Anything good? And we have a full art Koraidon EX. That's pretty cool. Let's put these 2 to the side. Next one. Let's hope we get something good. I have so many Pokemon cards I still haven't opened up. I just left it in boxes, but I do plan on opening them up. It's just, I don't know. It's like one of those things where you have so much to do and you just don't want to do any of it. I think that's what's happening with me. So let's see what we have here. Raichu and Torterra EX. Oh wait, no, these aren't full art. I don't know about you guys, but the new Pokemon cards don't really speak to me. I like the I think the first 3 generations is what really speaks to me. So One Piece, I've never opened up One Piece. What made me want to get one of this is I saw one with Zoro that I thought was pretty cool. So if I can get that. And how do you open this from the top? You can do it from the bottom. Let's just open this up just to make it a little bit easier for me. Hey, man, these cards look thick. Holy. I need one of those things to open Pokemon cards. Like a knife or something. Or scissors. Oh wait, no, there's something at the top. See? This is what makes it easier. Okay. I don't know anything about One Piece cards, but we're looking for a holo. And we have 2. Man, these cards are like thick. So these are 2 of our holos. Cody Jones and Gum Gum King Kong Gatling. Let's see our final card. Please. We get one of these Straw Hat Pirates. Let's see what we got. Damn it. We got another Gatling, and you're the one who should have disappeared. Damn it. Oh well, I think that might be the end of One Piece collecting. Man, it would have been sick if we got a Zoro, but there you go. That's the end of the video. Stay tuned, and I might post some more new videos within the coming weeks. See ya.